Starting to build the new split PTR Signal Tracer. Well, good afternoon, YouTube. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. Here with you again on the workbench, as I have been for the last few times. Building the updated version of the Signal Tracer. You can see here I have the socket. This will be one half of this is two halves here basically. This is going to be one half of it here and the other half here. Now I'm going to split this down the middle obviously when I do this, and this is going to be the input side. I don't have everything in here yet, and this will be the output side, so, or audio section, whatever you want to call it. But I'm just now got the soldering iron heating up, and I'm going to try to do some preliminary soldering on this, get some leads cut off, and see where I'm at with it, and go from there. Now there's a couple parts I don't have, like the there's a 0.068 microfarad capacitor that goes in here. I don't have those. All the parts have been ordered. I got enough coming to build 10 of these things, and once those arrive I will be doing that. Now this one's just for this little thing here, and like I said, it's gonna, I don't know if it'll mount on both sides. I think maybe both sides is what I'm gonna do. Now I can, obviously there's not but two holes in this. You can see one here, and there's one here and one here. So I'm going to have to put extra holes in here. That's not a problem, and because I don't want it that full length, because obviously that full length is not going to fit very well there. So about half of it will be fine on both sides. So that will work just fine, I do believe. Now I do have the potentiometer for the volume control, and I have the switch if I want to use that same rocker switch or whatever, and I do have one of the AF-RF switches left. I've got to order more of those, but so that is where I'm at, what I'm doing, and I thought I would bring you along here and show you some of the work as I do it. And again, like I say, I'm going to go ahead and cut that down the middle probably, and go from there. So hang in there and we'll do some soldering and bring you back and show you what we got. I'm back with you once again, YouTube. 2:50 in the afternoon. I have the input section of the well, there's, where in the world did that come from? The Signal Tracer, the new two-part Signal Tracer I should say. Mostly done. A couple of components over here, obviously where the lines are there. I need to see C2, I think, goes here, but I don't have that yet. That's one of the high voltage ones. And C1 is also one of the ones I don't have yet. I do have them all ordered. I have enough now. I ordered enough now to build 10 of these. I think I may have mentioned that in the first part. But anyway, except for the switches, I have one more RF-AF switch, and I'm going to have to find some more of those. But also thinking about finding some different, besides the rocker switch. I think I want maybe a toggle switch for the on-off also. So I'm going to be looking for that. But now this is pretty much like it is on the diagram, except for I made a couple of changes here. This change is a little bit over this way to allow space. These are a little bit bigger than the normal, what I thought they would be. So everything else is in there. This is the socket for the transistor, which I do have. I have one of those left. I have some more ordered. This is all the way up to that point. Let me show you on this point. But all this is in. Everything's wired correctly, soldered, and just ready to. Now this has not been soldered. The ground hasn't been. But that's not a big deal. They're all the leads are down here, ready to be soldered. Like I said, it's just from the capacitor C2 all the way over through here is not done yet. There's not a lot of components there. You got R1, R2, C1, C2, and D1. That's really all the components that are missing. Like I said, C2 and C1 are the two high voltage capacitors, and need those for everything, you know, for working on tube sets, things like that. And so that's going to be doing that. So that's there so far. I think I'm not going to, I was going to work on the audio section, but I'm missing a part for it too. C6, I think, is the one I'm missing. It goes from pin 1, I'm going to go upside down here. It goes from pin 1 to ground, a little blue cap on the other one. I've got those ordered. Like I said, those are, I think, a DigiKey order, so those will be in fairly quick. And like I said, everything else is kind of there. That's the only thing that's actually missing. So, and the chip itself is not there, but obviously. But and nothing has been soldered on this one. It's just the leads are sticking through and bent over. And so that's that. Well, again, I'm not really sure which one I'm going to do. I may cut, you know, put the, not X-Acto, but the utility knife down through here. And just score that down through there. That's usually enough to break these in half. And then maybe even do the same on the other one, but I don't know, we'll just probably just use it like it is. But like I said, I have this hole here. I'll have a hole probably maybe here for the this board, and the same thing with this one. Have a hole here, and I'll probably put a hole here to attach that. Like I said, I think I'm going to attach it to the sides, of course the inside obviously. And I think that will keep it out of the way enough, and the way I've got an idea of doing it. And I'm hoping this is maybe a shielded wire. If it is, I can use this for the wiper winding or wiring and stuff like that. So that would be helpful. Give me a little bit of extra. And even if it's not, I have other. But like I said, I just thought that would be nice to use that for something. Alright, I think, I don't know how long the other one is on this, but I think I'm going to go ahead and lop this off here, because I've got the soldering iron off, and go ahead and go into the front room and make a video out of this. Probably all I'll get done today, because like I say, I really don't have the parts to finish up. So this one, I go back and forth. One part of me wants to just use it as it is, and see if the problem will manifest itself as we go along. The other part wants to tear this thing apart and find out what the problem is. You can guess my dilemma there, because, you know, whenever there's a problem, I like to figure it out and find out what's wrong with it. That's, you know, as a troubleshooter, that's what you like to do. So I haven't decided, but like I said, unless something comes up and I don't have anything else to do, I may go ahead and tear it apart. And just do it that way. But if not, Ron C's wanting to see some troubleshooting with this, and I kind of like to see it myself. See how well it works, how well it doesn't work, whatever. I think that would be handy. So, anywho, that's that. And if I decide to do that, of course I'd have to clear off this whole bench. And you can see it is kind of messy. As I'm used to doing here, I get a mess going, and I don't really clean it up till I'm done with everything I'm working on. So that's the way I usually do it. So, alright, you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you.